Did you know that there's been a whole subterranean level discovered underneath the treasury in Petra, Jordan? So in 2003, during the Iraq War, when tourism kind of took a dip, they got to excavate underneath and around in front of the treasury in Petra, and they discovered 5 chambers underneath. Here's a little diagram of what I'm talking about. So here is the floor level as it is today, and this is the 6-meter underground subterranean area that they found. So this is a zoomed in pic at the front of the treasury. You can see down here, they've cordoned it off, of course, they always do, but they're the chambers. Here's another little view. Now, these are 6-meter tall chambers. That's pretty big. That's like 2 stories of a building. It isn't so surprising to find buried chambers underneath Petra, because most of Petra is underneath either kind of sediment or sand. Like this little door here that's nearly completely lost to time because of the sediment. That's my dog. Again here. Now they're saying the chambers were probably used as tombs, because everything's got to be a tomb or a temple, right? Because Petra is carved from stone, we can't really be sure who made it and when. We can only really date pottery shards, and that dates back to like a couple hundred BC, but I have an inkling feeling that this could be older. And here's the why. The top line here represents a Roman limestone pavement, like a flooring that the Romans put in when they arrived. But the real floor is actually all the way down under here. That means that when the Romans arrived, it was easier to just pave the current floor level of sediment rather than chip it all the way to the original level. Stay with me. So this is the current ground level of the underground chambers, but it was highly unlikely, looking at design styles, that this was ground level with the rest of Petra. It was most probably higher up, like most modern day houses or buildings. You elevate up for floods and things like that. So realistically, the ground level must have been even lower. And this is pure speculation, but it's not out of the realms of possibility that there could be more chambers underneath these ones, which means that the original floor would then be lower, which means how old is the original floor? Because it takes so long to fill up with sediment over time. So we might need to recalculate. Petra had a really impressive water system that kept everybody alive, but it also stopped floods and flash floods from getting in and wrecking everywhere. A lot of Petra is seriously water eroded. Is it possible that the water system at Petra fell into disrepair or broke earlier than the mainstream said it did, and gave way more time for this to happen, and also for the main ground of the floor to rise up here? Also, in neighbouring Saudi Arabia, these carved camels into the bedrock dated to over 8,000 years old, so maybe.